taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are the 1 seed. A little Euro step and the recovery on the defensive end by Holmgren, who just ate him up. Holmgren open at the top, and that three rattles home. As Valanciunas, now a little isolation, trying to use his size on Holmgren, and that tough shot, and he shows the touch. There's a quick burst right off the dribble as J-Dub had to step on Ingram and scores it with the left hand. Boy, it's C.J. McCollum, who was really quiet in both play-in tournament games. Shea, right off of McCollum, pulls up, and the soft kiss off the window. Ingram loves the mid-range shot. Jones from the outside, and Herb Jones has taken huge strides in his three-point shot, and he shows it. Jones got close, and Valanciunas able to clean it up. The shot clock is about to expire as McCollum just does beat the shot clock as he was going left. Little jab step, SGA, the mid-range shot. Something he's been comfortable with all season long, and he's got that one to go. You see two defenders on SGA. Use the speed, blows right by Nance and Ingram, and gets to the cup. Ingram getting harassed by Kenrich Williams. Don't want to foul, tough shot on the fadeaway, too strong. Excellent defense from Kenrich Williams.
And they made Brandon Ingram work to get a tough shot, and look what it leads to on the other end.
It's Lou Dort. Expiring shot clock. That's Alvarado. The Pelicans into their offense, got by Joe and floats it up and in. As both teams have struggled from three-point land. Nice deflection, Shea front the post pass. Ultimately the steal by Hayward.
Great hustle, great anticipation off of the deflection initially by SGA, and he gets all the way to the bucket. That's going to force a timeout by the Pelicans.
And the first shot of the second quarter, great to see as well as Jalen Williams knocks down his first shot. As McCollum out of the timeout, as Willie Green and the Pelicans called a timeout just 13 seconds into the second quarter. It's Murphy loaded. He did it in the regular season with no success, and Holmgren yet again standing like a wall. And nearly the exact same spot, it is Murphy. Can another three. This time it's McCollum. And his three rattles home, and the threes were really dry in the first quarter, and the Pelicans all of a sudden have made two in a row. Giddey gives it up, and he finds his man, Cason Wallace, sneaking in on the baseline. Holmgren with pace, zigzagging his way up the floor, finds Wiggins. He will drive, dumps it right back off to Holmgren, took a little bump, and the reverse layup squeaks in. Sideline three. There's a miss, and it's plucked midair by J-Dub.
Good job by J-Dub to help out on the glass.
Oh, use a little force there, down the lane, plays through the contact, and one. And a skip pass over to Marshall, and Marshall off the bench. Continues the Pelicans' trend here of three-point shooting. Over to Jay Will, up top it's Wiggins. He'll let it fly from three, he's not gonna miss that wide open three. Wiggins, instant production off the bench. McCollum, that didn't look right, but with Murphy on him. A game that is tied at 33. Ingram a little shove off, and able to beat everybody down the floor.
Good movement with the basketball by the Thunder, and why not get one to drop, this time by Jay Will.
Ingram again, driving, Chet Holmgren came over and just spiked it out of bounds. McCollum pressured inside Nance, and boy, see mid-range shot goes down. Holmgren kicks, Wallace, corner three, bottoms it. Murphy hits a hip on SGA, dumps it off to Valanciunas. And his scoring in the third quarter. Dort lines it up from deep, and he's got himself another three.
Getting their sixth made three. There's only been two guys in double figures. And both of them are on the Thunder. J-Dub got into double figures with that last bucket, and how about that last bucket by Ingram?
McCollum circles around, didn't want to take the shot, instead outside it's Murphy, and Murphy hits the three. And Mark Daigneault calls the timeout, and then gets hurt. There's a step back three, buried by J-Dub right out of the timeout. And on the jump ball, it's Dort diving for it, fighting for the possession, and leads to SGA, flying up the floor, off the glass for the deuce. Holmgren spinning, fading, tough shot, and he's going to get the roll. J-Dub skips it over to SGA, checks the tape, has the matchup that he likes on McCollum, shoots it right over the top. And a little mini run here for Oklahoma City continues. Biggest lead of the game for OKC. McCollum down the lane and scores. That allows allowed Ingram to get into any consistent rhythm. He's been a facilitator more than anything as Murphy continues to let those threes fly. That's his 4th of the game. And the cut there from Murphy. And Jones found him. J-Dub getting downhill, and Murphy blocked him initially. Second effort. J-Dub able to stay with it with some power. Shea veers inside, pulls up, and hits. Murphy, the dive, and the deuce. SGA again, and Marshall might have affected him enough. Alvarado off the feed from McCollum, and now it's the Pelicans' turn to dig into a deficit. Nance flies in and takes the contact. As Marshall no good, it got tapped out to SGA. Now he wants speed. Bounces off of Daniels, left hand, and he scores in transition as he was not to be stopped in the open floor. J-Dub comes in for the offense. Joe wants to give it up to J-Dub. Cuts in, goes left, floats it up and in. There's the substitution that Mark Daignault was looking for. He came in for his offense. Alvarado, little Euro step, and he got eaten up by Hayward. Now time for Oklahoma City. Joe, corner, and he got it. Big time shot to end the third. Great read, it leads to Giddey, and the putback on by Holmgren off the initial miss. Valanciunas fires it over to Marshall. Close out by Wiggins. Valanciunas, and he had the positioning inside. Wiggins got by the initial defender. He's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line and one. Holmgren has some space straight away that time. He knocks it down. Murphy, no hesitation from way behind the three-point line. That's his 5th three. Don't want McCollum to get the three off. He does, and he steps right into it. That is a quick burst by the Pelicans. Shea kept that pivot foot down. Somehow, a series of moves still shot it up over Marshall. Sideline three. Ingram no good, and the follow by Murphy. Dort. Ball fake. Out to J. Will, looking for a boom. And got the boom on the sideline. McCollum. Series of moves. Tough fadeaway shot, and he's still able to connect. Ingram slips it to Nance, and Nance, too much elevation. McCollum to Jones. Jones from the outside, and we are tied at 88. Back-to-back turnovers, and Ingram is going to give the Pelicans the lead. As McCollum to Nance. Nance blocked. What a play by Chet Holmgren. Down by 2. Shea, mid-range shot, and we are tied at 90. Now with under a minute to go. McCollum to Nance. Oh, got blocked. What a rejection by Holmgren. Now it's SGA. He's going to have to make a move. Drives. Tough, off balance, plus the foul. So now SGA able to convert that free throw to make it a 3-point game. See what the Pelicans do. They go for the 3 or the 2. McCollum fade away. They go for the 2 and get it. A lot of pressure. Holmgren's going to get fouled, and so the Pelicans do decide to foul. Got the second. And there's the timeout from Willie Green. Does McCollum go for the 3? McCollum dribbles it off of his foot. Nothing doing. Leans in. McCollum the 3. Too strong. And this one is over. The Thunder get the stop on the final possession and take game 1.
This is why you love playoff basketball.